When first thought submit spirit to form matter, our celestial humanity arrives, awake in a dream, an inception of our reality. So we live, we love, and then there is music. So we dance, we sing, we praise, we reflect, we return. In the infinite in between, the now and that was faces dance in our dreams. Some familiar, some a dissonant meter of cosmic composition. In the irrelevance of this time, we realize the compassion of the random abstract, learning the lesson that the brotherhood of man is far more important than the ego of any individual. Imagination becomes the sound of thought, traveling at the speed of light. So we paint on the canvas of our ephemeral encounters, a masterpiece of memory that lives in the eternity of a child's mind. What's happening, brother?
What's happening? Bleu. D. What's up, man?
You got it, man. What's going on?
All right, good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
In the Kosmic waters.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at you, man. Got 2 monitors on there? Damn. Oh, those are cameras.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sweet, Blue. I don't know how you do it. Two monitors on that? That's what I think I'll play. Yeah, I'm really on the spot. I think I know what I'll do.
So, do your thing, man. I ask you some questions. It's fun and interactive.
Because of that.
So, tell me about the frequency. Tell me about the abomination, which is 440, and the universal harmonic, which is 432.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
Yes, indeed.
Because of that, it becomes.
I like the way you put it, the universal harmonic. That's it opens up our very existence, our whole environment. It's so unfortunate that we live in a time and a place where it's in vogue to hide things, and squash out achievement, to squash creativity. So, it's because of that it becomes something unique and something in common. However, this is common as oxygen. And everything vibrates. So, having said that, each vibration has a speed, a constant that is unique to that element. Whatever it may be. It could be a snake, a cat, a dog, a person. They're down much further on the cellular level. That's how we recognize. But getting back to your question, yeah, there's some devastating. Frequency is used as a weapon, and so we've been catching it because the medical field and this whole system of capitalism is all about that. So we suffer the pangs of not understanding or knowing the technology of frequency. When in our past, we were the masters of it, and we still are, to another extent. It's just that it's not common for our people. But to kind of get back to the circle, when we employ the knowledge and the technology of frequency, then we bring health, we bring community, we bring strength, we bring power. And that is, in essence, the frequency. 432 gives you the ability to go to the others, 528 in particular, which is everything green. And this vibration is so important for our relationship. We're talking mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because it's all a big connection. So, that 432, I liked what you said, is universal. How'd you put it?
Universal harmonic.
Harmonic, yeah, indeed.
That's the A4.
Yeah.
You hit the A4 on the keyboard for
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, 432 they use. What's that?
Yeah, that
makes us a little bit vulnerable in terms of
432
to use the resonance
was that
even just tune in.
most of the existence of the planet of civilization on this planet 432 was involved, it was happening. So you can see we living amongst some people who are both totally ignorant and very foolish. You know, I mean, it's like a beastly attitude. So they use whatever is available to maintain some, what they think is a semblance of control. So yeah, that makes us a little bit vulnerable in terms of our knowledge to use the 432, or to even just tune in to the fact that there are frequencies, and those frequencies make the world go around. When we find
And the ring is a specific feeling.
the resonance, when we know, let's say the color is green, okay? Green vibrates at a specific frequency, a specific number, if you will. And it makes a specific color. And it brings a specific mood and feeling. Yeah, so that, talking about frequency, man. What a logarithmic leap for black people to go back to their roots. You know, when we practice the African spiritual system, then we have access to the old, the young, the unborn, and of course, our ancestors past.
Dealing with those hyperdimensional flank wave harmonics.
Dig that. Yeah, you always know how to make a statement, man. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it's a pleasure to have some understanding of it. It's a colossal science, if you will. However, we can tap in and gain access by doing just what I was speaking of, dealing with it from a perspective of the African spiritual concept. When we get black again, then it's on. When we're not black, it's like I'm trying to deal with someone else's technology and culture. And ours is the first, the earliest, the strongest, the one that makes more sense, but we kind of don't know it because we watch television. So that's like, it becomes a big distraction.
That's important. Everyone else, when we step outside of this, what we next call some of us call it reality.
This bowl was constructed in 432,
Further we get away from
universal harmonic. So when we receive these type of vibrations, we on
step outside of
a
this,
healthier trajectory. Okay. We out there where it's easy to communicate with you and everyone else on the planet because everyone feels the connection that we have.
Resonant healing impulse.
Yeah, resonant healing impulse. Yeah, that's nice.
remember that as people kind of stumbling strong with the right words, but I know that successful is a black thing.
Yeah, so that's the importance of it. I mean, it's like
They knew what they were talking about.
when we step outside of this, what we call some of us call this reality. And I call it fakeality. Because the further we get away from African spirituality, and that's just a word or a concept. It is a concept. I'm kind of stumbling as to whether those are the right words, but I know that it's a black thing. James Brown and them, they knew what they was talking about when they said, black and I'm proud. And so on and so on. And we know a lot of our heroes. But we have to remember that as a people. We want to be strong, we want to be on, we want to be successful in our lives, or we want to feel like we are indeed not just wandering around here above our heads. We were placed here for a specific reason, and everyone was placed. But we get out of there, something else. 5G is so hideous. This is the frequency that has an affinity
To manipulate a virus
to mess with oxygen.
to be so scared that you take
Very hideous form of genocide. And what a great job they did to set it up, you know. It's like give you, manipulate a virus, which is what 5G was part of the manipulation. But to manipulate a virus to have you so scared that you would take the vaccination, which like these days nanotechnology is like, it's out front, it's happening. And so chips, I don't need one.
What are some of the vibratory combatant frequencies against these evil entities that they have manipulated and created through AI and artificial intelligence and you know what you just mentioned, the nanotech. You know, they've got robots that can go in your blood and do different things like that. Now, the organic divine paradigm is in the frequency of the music, is that not right?
That is so correct. Yeah.
Solfeggio scale.
I mean, this is our armor, our shield, and our gun. And that's how important it is. Yeah, we talked about the 528, or mentioned it.
Yeah.
It was 852 or 258. 417. 369. The solfeggio scale, the ancient solfeggio scale, and I say ancient, it's really not. Well, yeah, it is. But the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It contains several of the healthy frequencies. I say healthy, but it's biofriendly is what it is. And it's biofriendly because it's over the 432. You say the universal. So it makes it, now we can walk in rhythm with the resonance of the planet, which is 7.83. So if we in rhythm with that, and that's why it's important to put your feet on the ground barefooted, you know, whenever you can. And not the concrete, of course. I mean,
The earth.
Ground, yeah, the earth, the planet, yeah. But yeah, so there are several, and there's some stuff that people are doing now. It's like, you know, I consider it a little bit commercial, but I guess that doesn't matter. The point is that there are some people who have sat down and said, this particular frequency will make, well, they say 528 is one that repairs DNA. Maybe it do, maybe it don't. But they said that the 417 gives you the ability to go back and erase the dumb stuff that you've done.
That's a good stage. Yeah.
bring it to.
I was thinking about George Washington Carver. They asked him.
Bring it to the front where you can change it, and it makes you more apt to make changes, more palatable. So yeah, there's a lot of things being said, and
That's more what I'm
I'm kind of
Tesla said basically the same thing.
not understanding how to phrase it, put it in words, but I like to feel spiritually like George Washington Carver.
Like a bioethereal altruism.
That's a good statement. Yeah,
That's more
yeah.
where I'm at.
But I was thinking about George Washington Carver. They asked him. They said, "Man, how you do this?" Because he had multiple products beyond the peanut. And they said, "How you do it, man?" He said, "Look, I think about something. I pray on it. And I go to sleep, and I wake up, and it's being developed." Nikola Tesla said basically the same thing. It's like these things. When they think they want something, they say, put it out there to the universe, and it's heard, and a door opens up, a window opens up, and here it is right here, man. Do what you got to do. And so that's more of where I'm at now. It's like, because I was trying to remember songs to play. I don't know. All those, I played thousands of songs for many years.
Let it flow.
Yeah, and that's where it is now. I'm trying to let it flow, but I'm learning more about, vibration and frequency, because it is, it's the lifeblood. That's what it is. Everything vibrates. Everything, if you're gonna be around, you're gonna vibrate. Even the rocks vibrate, though. It's just a much lower, it's real low, And I read that the higher you vibrate, the more your station becomes greater. You get out there with high deities, if you will. Yes, you do your vibration. But yeah, at the same time, that 5G, it runs on 60 gigahertz, which gigahertz is what, billions, something like that. Yeah, so it's like, stuff is moving pretty fast, and we do too.
Moving from third dimensional into fourth dimensional, fourth and fifth and beyond. Can you speak on more on the gods and the technocracies and man and his machines?
Yeah, man, you are so eloquent with words, man. That is, yeah. It's, I think about it in one of the temples in Kosmic, Dendra. There's some stuff on the walls. And they have these flying machines, and some other stuff that look like tanks and stuff like that, So yeah, we're gonna always be fascinated with when we make a step into technology, That's the one that. But it goes right back to what you were speaking of earlier about, our use of frequency and how it affects us, and how we can be affected by it, and how we can combat other things that's against the biological friendly frequency. So yeah, we are gods, and we've been gods, and that's the big secret that Western nonsense, Eurocentric bullshit. That's the one that they have been trying to erase as much as possible. So, I don't know if other civilizations had to go through as much moving stuff out the way to get to the truth and get to where you're supposed to be going, which is a unit. It's an expanse. That's all it is like when we know we're connected to the whole thing, then everything works.
Once we realize
But
time
yeah,
is
so
irrelevant, and there's only the compassion that the random abstract.
to me, I am getting better at not speaking of
The way that
the
construct the thought
present surroundings,
is
if you
based
will,
off of
and more of what you eloquently stated,
binary.
the way you state this.
Binary processes that time is
If I could do that, then we wouldn't be having this interview because we would, it's an expansion of ourselves.
That's what we do. It's like we have to return back to those organic bioethereal algorithms that promote harmony, life, and balance,
That's right.
based on the natural happenings in the universe.
Yeah.
Because once we realize that time is irrelevant and there's only the compassion of the random abstract, then we know that the way that the thought construct of this world is based off of binary processes, good and evil,
Right.
negative and positive. When there's more than that,
Absolutely.
that's an AI thought process,
Exactly. Absolutely.
and that's what we're dealing with, our artificial intelligence in the world, and that's why they seek to use artificial intelligence for everything, and it's up to us to master this stuff and eventually eliminate it.
Right. Well, and I think that there is a way, that's, a path, if you will, that take you there very quickly. And that is the ability to understand vibration, frequency. And that comes with backing up to our culture, like you said. When we go back and look at old chemists, they were doing these things. They have mastered. You don't need AI. You don't need that if you connect it, everything will work anyway. But see, they caught up in that slave thing and servant thing, it's like, and so, but the planet serves all of us. It serves itself. It keeps going, the cycle is live, grow, die, then do it all over again. Live, grow, until you get out there where you can actually change the orbits of certain planets or certain orbs. I mean, where you can have your part of the universe, or you can have one of a universe. I mean, if you so desire, but don't nobody want that. But what I'm saying is that we have the power, we have the ability, we have the creativeness. That's what's important. I think you put it very nicely about man and his machines. And they're cool. Machines are cool. They can serve you, do whatever you want to do. But you cannot take the human element out. And that's the mistake that's being made. And so when we can kind of get caught up in it instead of remembering our culture, remembering who we are, where we come from, and whose we are, where we have abilities to do all of this stuff, but we stuck on monies, which is like a good distraction, but it's a distraction, big one. So it's like money will come to with you, that's what you need. You get that. It took me a long time to wake up, so to speak,
be wanting other people to wake up, but they'll wake up in their time.
Can you play something for us?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what to play. Let's see.
Whatever comes to mind. Talking about, different things and whatnot. I wanted to know a little bit more about like names, frequencies, and numbers, and like who you are, your name, and frequencies we resonated on from birth and whatnot, and what What's your thoughts on stuff like that?
Well, without a doubt, it has great relevance. But we have been so conditioned to not seek it, if you will. But yeah, I was born 7/17 at 7 o'clock. And I found the dominant sound. Here. The dominant sound was G sharp.
Okay.
That's what was emanating from the heavens. Although we know that all the sounds emanate from heaven.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, G sharp. So the frequency of G sharp is, I can't pull it out my head at the moment, but we certainly can play it. Some call it A flat, but the monotone that we are born under serves as an agent of health as well when you use it in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm Marion Brown Green's son, Richard Hand Green's son, Mickey Green's brother, Richard Green's brother, Crystal the Star Grissom's sister, and the Citrus Nita Grissom, another sister, two baby sisters, two older brothers. And put me in the middle.
Okay.
One day, when I was about 9 years old, I heard some sounds that my brother was playing, and it really caught my attention. So I asked him, "Who is that? What is that?" He said, "Sit down." And he completed my Coltrane training for the moment. However, we had no saxophones in the house, and we were from some parents who were not, how shall I say, they didn't have a lot of cash money for searching. So we learned how to do without. But we did have a piano.
Okay. So what was the first song you played?
I could not tell you.
Okay.
Because
You remember what song you were listening to at the time?
I think I was listening to My Favorite Things by Train.
Okay.
So that's what woke my ears up. My brother, Mickey Green, he played the bass, and he was an artist like yourself as well, among other things. My number two brother, he had a voice out of this world, and more than that, he was intellectually blessed. Voracious reader. Where me, I was like, just didn't get no damn. I love my peeps though. I love them. I love myself, but I didn't have a spirit of accomplishment. I was just a free spirit. However, I did have a love for insects. And though I had very little in terms of guidance academically, I ended up, when I say ended up, as I became a man, I did go off and study entomology.
Okay.
But I didn't know at the time why I loved insects, but it has a lot to do with the fact that they were everywhere on the planet, off the planet, under the planet. They were so prolific, with so many voices, so many different types of insects and styles. So this led me to understand that the vastness and the variety and the total incomprehensible understanding of who might be called the creator. I mean, where did this come from? It didn't just appear. I mean, Big Bang was created by the master creator. What we call the all.
Right.
In my younger years, my parents, well, my mother, because my father passed earlier, I think I was 4.
Okay.
But, so my mother relied upon her knowledge of the supreme being. And so we would talk to go to church to pray and all of that, which I'm glad it happened. I mean, I didn't like it and don't like religion at all now, but I'm glad it happened because I learned it. And I don't have to do it again. So as to who I am now, I'm the father of 5 children.
Okay.
3 girls, 2 boys. And every one of them are divinely blessed. Each one of them have a consciousness that is angelic, approaching angelic. I mean, they know who they are, which is a wonderful thing.
Okay. How has your consciousness impacted do. You say you haven't or you don't focus on religion or anything like that for right now. So what is the root? What leads and guides your consciousness besides the Creator? I mean, I know the Creator is the main source because you got a direct connect, but what has influenced your connection with the Creator?
Well, blackness. In one word, it's blackness. When I was about 19, between 17 and 19, I was drafted to go into the Vietnam War. And my brother Stormer, Richard, the second oldest, he says, listen man, he said, we got a war right here in Detroit. You need to go fight and kill nobody else. And I remember I went to the draft board, like I was told to do. And I got down there and they called his name and my oldest brother's name. And neither one of them were there. So I said, I'm out. And I did. And I'm glad. I mean, it wasn't my ideal to go and knock somebody off, especially whom, like Muhammad Ali said, I had never had a Vietnamese person call me a nigger.
Right.
And at that time, in the 70s, 60s, 70s, I mean, it was very easy to see the madness in terms of racism, and we had some people that were strong. We've always had strong people that came along, but certainly it was a proliferation of black men and women who were not buying into the madness. So yeah, that's the consciousness. Max Roach did a recording. He titled it "We Insist." And he and Abby Lincoln sang about Freedom Day. And Coltrane wrote songs about bombing of 3 little girls in the church in the South. And there was a consciousness that happened through the music that gave us an opportunity it gave us a choice, if you will. And this choice is like everybody doesn't seem to see it or feel it or get it for whatever reason. And the reason is that I must say that these people have done almost a masterful job of hiding the truth, suppressing the truth, and programming. The programming happens through the TV, the radio, the newspapers, the magazines, and it's constant. So, we're getting a steady dose of the madness, for which we have to overcome. And the way we overcome it is to first know that we have a culture, and then learn all we can to study that culture. When we study and look at that, being black, being a person of color, people of the sun, being spiritual, then we realized that it was our culture that developed the vast majority of the technology that we use today. And we have been using throughout the centuries and eons.
Right.
And as you and I have a conversation, a great deal of that is locked up in our music.
Yeah.
You might want to take that little keyboard. Yeah, it's locked in our music. We can find ourselves in our music, and our art, and our construction.
Yeah.
You won't. Let me see. I don't know if you can put something there. Yeah. Here we
You know, a lot of people, like these days, as far as like family, friends, relationships and whatnot, as far as family, friends, relationships, you know, whether it be with man and woman, or son and father, daughter and mother, mother and son, daughter and father. What has the music, that cosmic music that you engage in, what has that taught you about the labor of love, or love itself?
Yeah. One has to almost have to go cosmic so that he can recover the things that were lost or stolen or suppressed.
Okay.
So when you go cosmic, then you have a giant selection bowl or box, if you will. These things are out there for us, waiting for us. I think you referred to yesterday the Kosmic Records, and we know the Kosmic Records, has imprints a great number of things that not only man has done, but beings beyond man.
Yeah.
So we have an opportunity to receive, and piece together. Our heritage was stolen,
Yeah.
And
Indeed.
Yeah, so it's like
every concept that we actually invented and came up with was manipulated from us, and a lot of people think that they just snatched us out the jungle, beat us down, and made us do what they wanted. But it was a process over a period of years where they learned everything from the adults. Then they made babies, then they killed off the adults and raised the babies in their mindset.
Right. Yeah. And still Major media outlets like Time Warner, NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox News, etc. have developed a very sophisticated and excellent visual approach to delivery of what is called news. In both local and global markets, so effective is the consistency across the networks and so broad is the distribution that it is no wonder the average viewer or listener is without the knowledge of manipulation or proclaims apathy and even resistance to engaging in the struggle for an equitable approach to public airway use. Western culture and music manipulation is delivered handily and globally via satellite. For the most part, networks like MTV, BET, and Fox News can be counted on to deliver a mindless product. While these quality materials created to edify within, while quality materials created to edify with positive messages go completely unnoticed and not promoted. This is by no means an indictment on the young writers and communication artists who may be employed by these networks. Indeed, many are quite brilliant. It is, however, the philosophy of the said networks to maintain a level of audio and visual transmission that seeks to suppress inner peace, spiritual fulfillment, and give way to the simultaneous promotion of agitation, an agitation which manifests itself in emptiness, unfulfillment, and inferiority, prompting the unsuspected with the notion that his or her fulfillment lies in the need to buy more stuff or get more stuff by any means.
Ahknek, the tone tech divination of indigo and marshmallow moons. Where is the trumpet? I have not my trumpet to talk, but the horns say nay, brassically in unison of crude time tempests whispering thinking and want of jasmine or Billy's blues. But these brothers are miles ahead in the rifts, beyond all the stops of the coal train stations. But where is my trumpet? It is muted out of these tunes, even though the keys are green.
lot of stuff going on over there, man. Wait. You switching them sounds with your computer?